Welcome back to rebuilding a wrecked G37s Coupe Part 3. In this video, we are going to be putting everything back on the car. And if you guys are wondering why I'm holding these long pipes, that's only because,
as you know, we already have these short ram intakes. So we were thinking if we can extend them and make them into a long tube intake so we can see through the bumper. So let's go ahead and work on it and see if we are successful in it.
Alright guys, we are finally done with one side. We cut down the pipe in two pieces. The shorter one goes in the front and the longer one is in the back.
Yeah guys, we also, what we did here, we used a 90-degree elbow right here and we used a straight coupler back there. And when we took this one off, we thought it was a good time to clean the throttle body. So we did clean the throttle body. Let's move on to the other side and get that one done. So guys, we are successfully done with the intakes. We converted the short ram intakes into a long tube intake and they came out better than I expected. So let's go ahead, put everything back on the car. Let's go ahead and start with the side skirts. I'll put you guys on a time lapse. So let's go and get this done. Alright guys, so the driver side skirt is on. Let's go ahead and move on the passenger side now. But before I put the side skirt on, I'm gonna go ahead and put the fender on, then I'll move on the side skirt. So let's go ahead and put the fender on. So guys, I put the fender on and the side skirts are on the car. The gaps are looking good. Everything fits perfectly fine. I took this headlight out only because, let me show you why. I got the brand new headlights. Let's go ahead, open this box and slap on some new headlights. So guys, these are the headlights I'm going with. These are the GTR style one and they are similar, the one which came with the car. As you guys see, it says Acorn LED, but this one doesn't say anything, which I really like because I like the cleaner look. And let's go ahead, guys, slap them on and see how they look on the car. Alright guys, the headlights are on. They are looking good. So let's go ahead and move to the bumper, put every single grill back on the bumper, and then we're going to test fit the bumper. And hopefully it looks good. So let's go. So guys, I took the bumper off. I have this grill. So let's go ahead, slap this last grill on. So guys, the bumper is finally on with all the grills, and you can see those two intakes through the grill. They are looking good. There are no gaps at all. I'm really happy about it. And also I jacked up the car. Behind the camera, I did install the new fender liner, and I did install this spacer only because I'm going with the different set of wheels. So these are the wheels I'm going with. They are 19 by 9 all around. So let's go ahead, slap it on, and see how the car looks.
Alright guys, we are finally done putting on the fender liners in the front of the car and putting on these new rims in the front of the car. They are used, but they're new to us. And as far as the rear rims, we're gonna put on new tires on that, but we'll take care of that later. So let's go ahead and rear end of the car, and we're gonna go ahead, remove all the emblems from the rear end and clean up the rear end of this car. So let's go ahead and do that.
Alright guys, the tires are finally on. These are the same tire which came with the car. I use these tires because of two reasons. First, they are 265/40/19 and they have the thicker wall, which I like. And second reason why I use this tire, I want to stay in the budget, and these are the Nido tires. I like the Nido tires better. So let's go ahead, slap them on, and see how the car looks.
Alright guys, we are finally done debadging the rear end of this G37, so I have this gloss black wrap, so let's go ahead and wrap the roof in gloss black.
Alright guys, the steering wheel is out. I already took everything out because I'm gonna wrap this trim in gloss black, and I'm gonna wrap this steering wheel in this cover. It got red and white stripes and it's Alcantara. So let's go ahead, wrap this steering wheel, and I hope everything goes well because my first time stitching a steering wheel. I'm gonna watch some videos too. So let's go ahead and wrap this steering. Alright guys, I don't know where I left the video at, but yeah, I've been daily driving this car and I already put like 5,000 miles on it. I've been enjoying this car, but today I'm gonna go ahead and paint my calipers in blue. And also, as you guys know, my exhaust tip, they are burnt blue, and also the lug nuts, they are like neo colors, so they have like blue shade in them. So I'm thinking to paint the calipers in blue, and also have some new intake filter cones that I'm gonna put in the front, and it's gonna match with the blue color accents. So yeah guys, without wasting any time, let's go ahead, lift this car up, remove all 4 wheels, and get those calipers ready to paint. Alright guys, so the both front calipers are sanded down and they're ready for paint. Let's go ahead and mask everything up and shoot our first coat of blue paint. So this is the color I'm going with. Let's go ahead and lay our first coat of blue. Alright guys, I'm done with the base coat and it came out very pretty. So let's go ahead, put the Infinity decal on it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the clear. Alright guys, so the decal is on there. Let me go ahead and just slide my fingers up and down, rub it a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and take the top part off. Alright guys, 3/4 coat. Alright guys, the front both calipers are done. They're looking so good. So it's time to paint the rear ones. I already sanded down, masked it, and this time I'm gonna go a little different. First I'm gonna shoot the paint silver, and then I'm gonna layer my base coat, which is blue, and then clear coat. So let's go ahead and paint those calipers. Alright guys, I'm done with the rear calipers too. They came out really good. I just finished with the third coat of clear coat, so I'm gonna let them dry. And meanwhile, I need to change my oil. So let's go ahead, lift this car up and do a quick oil change. Alright guys, so I have these blue intake cones that I'm gonna put in the front. I'm gonna replace that two gray ones with the blue one because it's gonna match with the blue calipers, blue lug nuts, and I also have blue exhaust tips in the back. So let's go ahead and remove the top cover and replace those two closures.